What if I told you that your words are the reason you're still stuck? Not your education, not your parents, not your money, not even your skills, just your words. Sounds strange, right? But let me ask you something real. How often do you speak just to be heard, instead of being understood? How often do you say things out of habit, out of anger, out of insecurity, without even realizing the energy you're spreading? There was a time in my life when nothing worked out. I had ideas, I had goals, I was working hard. But the results, they never came. Why? Because my tongue was sharp, my speech was unconscious, and my karma was being built by every careless word I spoke. Then one day, a Buddhist monk looked at me and said, "You don't need to change your job. You don't need to change the people around you. Just change the way you speak, and everything will change." At first, I laughed, but what happened next changed everything. Scene 1, the invisible cage, how I trapped myself with my own words. Imagine being in a prison, but this prison has no walls, no bars, no locks. You walk through life with the illusion of freedom, but you're trapped inside your own energy, your own frequency, and you don't even realize it, because the walls of this prison are made of your words. I used to speak without thinking. I spoke from ego, from fear, from the need to prove myself. I would say, "I'll never be rich. No one supports me. The world is unfair. I'm not lucky like others." These weren't just statements. These were spells. Every word we speak is like a seed. And the universe, it listens. Whether it's out loud or in your head, your speech creates karma. It creates patterns. It creates who you become. In Buddhism, this is called Samma Vaca, right speech. One of the Eightfold Path steps toward liberation. But I didn't know that yet. All I knew was that I was drowning in my own noise. Scene 2, the day it changed. One sentence that opened my eyes. One evening, I was in a small meditation center. Not for peace, but because a friend dragged me there. I sat in the back, arms crossed, not really interested. And then the monk walked in. Calm, smiling, radiating something I couldn't describe. He sat down in silence, and then he said, "Before you speak, ask yourself, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind?" That line hit me like a storm, because I had never asked myself those questions before I spoke. I had always spoken to defend, to win, to control, but this monk was asking me to speak to serve, to speak as an act of mindfulness, not just communication. That moment shifted something inside me, and I knew I had found the key, not to some spiritual enlightenment only, but to real success, to peace, to wealth, to love. Scene 3, the real millionaire mindset, what no one talks about. Most people think becoming rich is about knowledge or hustle. But in Buddhism, wealth is not just what you own, it's what you emanate. And your words, they're your first vibration. Think about it. A man who knows how to speak with kindness builds trust. A woman who speaks with truth attracts loyalty. A person who uplifts others is remembered and invited into rooms others are kept out of. Your speech is your currency, your energy, your reputation. Every business deal starts with a conversation. Every friendship, every relationship, every opportunity. And yet, no one teaches us how to speak from awareness. In Buddhist teachings, speech is more than sound. It's karma in motion. It's the mirror of your inner world. And if your inner world is cluttered with blame, doubt, anger, or ego, your speech will reflect it, and the world will respond accordingly, with resistance. Scene 4, I put it to the test, 7-day speaking experiment. So I decided to try something. Just for 7 days, I followed one vow. I will not speak any word that is untrue, unkind, or unnecessary. Day 1, I barely spoke. I realized how much I talked just to fill silence. Day 2, I caught myself about to gossip and stopped. Day 3, I replaced complaints with gratitude. Day 4, I started to speak only when I could uplift or add value. Day 5, people started responding differently. They listened more, they smiled more. Day 6, I was invited to collaborate on a project I'd been chasing for months. Day 7, I felt peace, real peace. Not the fake kind that depends on things going right. And suddenly, I saw it all clearly. My wealth didn't grow because I learned something new. It grew because I stopped speaking like a victim and started speaking like a creator. Scene 5, words are spells, and you are the wizard. In Buddhism, words are mantras. Each syllable has a vibration. Each vibration affects the universe. When you say, "I am broken, I'll never make it," no one cares. You're not just expressing pain, you're programming your reality. But when you say, "I'm learning, I'm worthy, peace is my nature," you are literally rewiring your karma. This is not fantasy. This is ancient wisdom carried by monks, sages, and enlightened beings for thousands of years. Speak only if it improves upon the silence, Buddha. That's not just poetry, that's power. Scene 6, millionaire versus miserable, it's in the mouth. Here's the truth no one tells you. A millionaire is not just someone with money. A millionaire is someone who speaks with value. They speak with intention, with clarity, with compassion, and most importantly, with control. They don't waste energy. They don't react to every insult. They don't vomit negativity. They listen more than they speak. And when they do speak, people listen. Now tell me, do you speak like that? Or do you speak out of habit? Buddhist teachings say, "The fool is known by his words, so is the wise." Your tongue can be your trap, or your ticket to freedom. Scene 7, final words before the journey begins. So now I ask you, are you ready to learn the art of right speech? Not just to sound spiritual, not just to look wise, but to become someone so powerful, so calm, so trustworthy, that your words create bridges, not walls, that your silence heals more than your noise ever did, that your karma becomes pure, aligned, and abundant. In the next part of this video, I'll show you the exact Buddhist principles I followed to transform my speech and my life, from being ignored to being respected, from struggle to success, from chaos to calm. Because once I learned how to speak correctly, I didn't just become rich, I became someone who no longer had to chase anything. It all came to me through the power of my words. Stay with me, because the 5 Buddhist rules of speech I'll share next are rarely spoken outside the monastery walls. These teachings are not just spiritual, they are strategic. They've helped kings rule wisely, merchants build empires, and seekers find peace. So if you're tired of being misunderstood, unseen, and stuck, this may be the most important message you've heard. Let's begin the transformation. Right now, Part 2, the foundation of right speech. In the teachings of the Buddha, speech is not just a tool for communication. It is a sacred instrument of karma. It creates vibrations, affects others deeply, and most importantly, it shapes your own destiny. In the Eightfold Path, the Buddha's ultimate roadmap to end suffering, right speech, Samma Vaca, is a key component. It's not a suggestion, it is a discipline, a way of living. Right speech means speaking truthfully, speaking kindly, speaking at the right time, speaking with a compassionate heart. You may not realize it, but every single word you utter is either creating karma or purifying it. And most people unknowingly speak in ways that increase their suffering. Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." Now imagine this. What if you only spoke words that brought peace to others and to yourself? Wouldn't that change the energy around you? Wouldn't people start listening more, trusting you more, supporting you more? The truth is they would, because energy is real. Words carry vibrations, and your words carry the blueprint of who you are becoming. This is where the transformation begins. Part 3, the 5 Buddhist rules of speech that attract wealth and peace. 1. Speak only the truth. The first rule is simple, but rarely followed. Always speak the truth. Lying, even small white lies, creates disturbance in your energetic field. It creates inner guilt, outer mistrust, and karmic consequences. People may not know when you lie, but your subconscious does. And that subconscious starts to sabotage your peace. Truth, on the other hand, is clarity. It is liberation. When you speak the truth, you build trust, you earn respect, you align with the flow of the universe. In Buddhism, truth is not just a moral value. It is a vibration that aligns with Dharma. And when you align with Dharma, prosperity follows. If you want to be wealthy, not just in money, but in relationships, respect, and peace. Make truth your foundation. 2. Speak with compassion. The second rule is to speak with kindness, love, and compassion. Buddhism teaches us about metta, loving kindness, and metta must reflect in your words. Before you speak, ask, will this uplift or destroy? Will this heal or hurt? Will this plant peace or poison? Even truth, if spoken harshly, can become violence, but truth spoken with compassion becomes wisdom. Think of great leaders, monks, and wise teachers. They don't scream, criticize, or judge. They speak in a way that calms storms inside people. That's the secret. Speak like a healer, not a fighter. Kindness in speech is not weakness. It is mastery over ego. 3. Avoid gossip, slander, and harsh language. This is the most ignored rule, but perhaps the most powerful. Gossip may feel like fun. Talking behind someone's back may feel harmless. Using sarcastic or abusive language may feel justified in the moment. But all of these are spiritual poisons. Buddha said, "One who speaks with a double tongue breaks the harmony of others and creates confusion." You cannot attract peace while spreading conflict. You cannot attract abundance while sowing judgment. So make this vow: I will not speak negatively about anyone in their absence. When you hold your tongue, when you resist the urge to gossip, you become powerful, your energy becomes rare. And in that silence, the universe rewards you. 4. Speak what is purposeful and meaningful. Speak less, but speak with intention. Buddhism teaches us to speak only when necessary. Idle chatter, meaningless conversation, and verbal clutter, these are signs of an untrained mind. When you speak with purpose, people listen more. You become influential. You protect your energy. Millionaires and monks share this trait. They speak very little, but when they do, it changes everything. Use your voice like a sacred instrument. Don't waste it on drama, noise, or ego. Every word should have value. 5. Practice noble silence. The final rule is the most difficult and the most transformative. Noble silence means intentionally choosing silence to protect your peace. In monasteries, monks spend weeks in silence, not because they don't know what to say, but because they know the power of silence. Silence teaches you to listen deeply, to observe clearly, to speak wisely. In a world where everyone is talking, silence becomes a sign of wisdom. Try this for one day. Only speak when you must. Observe your mind, watch your urges. Notice the silence between your thoughts. That's where peace lives. That's where power begins. Part 4. The internal transformation. Once you start practicing these 5 rules, your inner world begins to change. You become more mindful. You pause before reacting. You think before you speak. You choose compassion over conflict. This shift does not just make you more spiritual, it makes you more magnetic. People will start noticing a difference in your presence. They'll feel calmer around you. They'll open up more. They'll trust you more. And that's when opportunities start flowing. Because whether in relationships, business, or personal life, the person who speaks with intention always wins. Even Buddhist chanting is rooted in this truth. Repeating mantras like Om Mani Padme Hum, compassion and wisdom, Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Soha, beyond suffering into enlightenment. These aren't just rituals, they're reprogramming your inner speech. Your words to the world may be calm, but your words to yourself, that's where the real transformation lies. Part 5, From Speech to Millionaire Mindset. So how did this all make me a millionaire? Because once I changed how I spoke, I stopped chasing people and they came to me. I stopped reacting and started responding. I became known as someone who brings clarity, not confusion. In business, clarity is money. Trust is money, respect is money. And all 3 come from mastering your speech. Here's the truth. Every millionaire knows how to communicate. Not just with charm, but with clarity and calm. Because clients, customers, investors, or employers, they're all human. And humans trust those who speak with integrity, wisdom, confidence, positivity. So when I stopped blaming, gossiping, lying, or talking too much, and started speaking with purpose, with kindness, with awareness, my energy changed, my speech changed, and my reality changed. Conclusion: you have the power now. You don't need to change your city. your job, or your family. Start with your words. Speak truth. Speak with kindness. Avoid gossip. Speak only what matters. Honor silence. These 5 Buddhist principles are not just for monks. They're for you. They're for anyone who wants to live with peace and attract real success. Because once you learn how to speak correctly, you don't just become a millionaire. You become a master of your life. And that, my friend, is the greatest wealth of all. If this message touched your heart, let me know in the comments. Comment "My words create my world" below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on Buddhist wisdom that can transform your life. Your journey starts with a single word. Let it be the right one.